Greetings, Galactic Bliss FM listeners. Today we are talking about how to break free from suffering and emotional stress. That's right, when we experience discomfort, sadness, or any other stress-indulgent emotions, it's because of our thoughts. And the secret to getting rid of these feelings is by discovering the thoughts behind them. As time passes by, we even can make the conclusion that suffering is inherent to our lives. But that is simply not true. When our mind is clear, then what already is becomes the object of our desire. If you want reality to be other than it already is, then with the same success you can try to teach a cat to bark. You can make it try after try, but anyway, in the end, the cat will look at you and say, meow. The reason to be friends with reality is simple. Because you don't have a choice, dude. Going against reality is just madness. And when you try to argue with what is, you're just wasting all your time, which is just a total bummer. We get it. Nobody wants bad things to happen, like getting sick, losing a job, or ending a relationship. But when they do, why resist it? Mentally, I mean. It's not like it's gonna lead us anywhere. Yet, we still do it because we don't know how to stop. That's where this work comes in. To be true, faults in and of themselves aren't the problem. It's our cleanliness to them that creates the pain. They only become dangerous when we take them as gospel. And let's be real, trying to control our thoughts is a futile effort. The key to liberation is to approach them with awareness and understanding. That's when they will let you go, not the other way around. So, start being mindful of the narratives you construct each day. We do it constantly, like when someone exits a room quietly, when our significant other doesn't answer the phone, when someone flashes us a smile or doesn't. These narratives are simply unproven, untested speculations about what it all means. More often than not, we are not even aware they are just guesses and theories. To begin the exercise, record your thoughts on a stressful event in your life, whether it's from the past, present, or future. This could be a person who you dislike or are worried about, or a situation that annoys, scares, or upsets you, making you feel insecure or embarrassed. Write these thoughts down exactly as they come to you. It's just you, the pen, and the paper. Allow your mind to freely express itself without censorship. Be judgmental, childlike, and harsh. Allow yourself to feel offended, angry, ashamed, and frightened. Don't try to be wise, spiritual, or kind. This is a time to be completely honest about your feelings without fear of punishment. Question number 1. This is true? Is it really true that Max doesn't love me? Take a deep breath and stay calm. The truth will reveal itself if you truly seek it. Allow your mind to ask the question and patiently wait for the answer to surface. The goal here is to uncover the truth within yourself, not what you've been told or taught by others. Your answer may not align with your previous beliefs, but trust that when it presents itself, you'll know. So stay calm, sit with the question, and let the truth guide you deeper into yourself. Remember, there is no right or wrong answer to these questions. You're listening to your own truth, not someone else's. This can be unsettling, as it may take you into uncharted territories, but embrace the journey. Allow the truth within you to rise and face questions with a calm heart. Let the experience take control. Question number 2. Can you absolutely know that this is true? Consider asking yourself questions like, can I be sure that Max doesn't love me? Can I truly comprehend someone's love or lack thereof for me? Have there been instances where I showed love, even though it may have not seemed that way on the surface? This is an opportunity to delve deeper into the unknown and uncover answers hidden beneath what may seem to be well known to us. Remember that beneath the pain there is joy. Do you truly want to know the truth? If you answered yes to the second question, you still can move on to the next one. However, taking a moment to rephrase your statement can provide insight into your own interpretation of this situation and help identify any hidden story that may be causing your pain. Question number 3. How do you react when this thought comes up? What is your response when you believe that Max doesn't love you? Make a list of your emotions and actions. For example, give him a disapproving look, interrupt him, ignore him as a form of punishment, seek reassurance, and try to get him to listen. As you delve deeper, reflect on how this thought makes you feel about yourself. I withdraw, sleep and eat more, watch TV constantly, feel depressed and lonely. Consider the impact of the thought, Max doesn't love me. Make a list of how it affects your self-esteem and relationship with Max. Be specific. Make a list of your activities. What do you say to this person when this thought occurs? How do you live when you believe in this thought? Also, take note of any physical sensations. And finally, examine the self-talk that occurs when this thought arises. Question number 4. Who would you be without this thought? Consider, who would you be if you stopped thinking, Max doesn't love me? Close your eyes and visualize a situation where Max is not loving you, but you are unaware of it. Take your time and observe what changes. What do you see? How does it feel? Now, imagine being in the presence of Max or in a similar situation, but without this thought. How's the situation different? Make a list of the potential outcomes in your life if you were to let go of this belief. For instance, how would you treat Max differently without this thought? And would you feel more inner kindness in doing so? And finally, turn the thought around. Rewrite the statement by putting yourself in the focus. Change the name to your own and replace he or she with I. For example, if the statement is, Max should love me more, try I should love myself more, and I should love Max more. Another possibility is to completely reverse the statement, such as, Max should not love me. This may seem counterintuitive, but consider if it holds any truth in your perspective. It's not a matter of morality, but simply a reflection of reality. You may discover multiple variations or just one that resonates with you. Apply this process to all of your judgments. With time, your judgments will become more and more little and specific. Don't stop until you have none. In the end, you start to understand that everything outside of you is just a projection of your thoughts. You are the storyteller who projects all the stories, and the world is the projection of your way of thinking.
Subscribe. Watch my other videos. Subscribe.